Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Plan B Success Episode 14. In today's episode, we're going to focus on leadership. Leadership from where it was to where it is today, from command and control to being inclusive. That's what we're going to discuss today. Now, leaders are built, not born. Lead from the front. You've probably heard of all these different adages from old times. Well, that's all old school now. Those were from the industrial times and probably worked during those days, but today it's a totally different scenario. Let's look at leadership for what it is in this new age. Gone are the days of command and control. Today there's an altogether different leadership that is expected. Leadership, as we have understood it through the ages, stands for someone being the champion of a cause and then enlisting the help of others and influencing them in the realization of that cause. It has also been seen as the act of leading others, directing them towards specific achievements through a means that is most effective. However, leadership is not always about being at the forefront of a team and giving directions as to what they need to do and how they need to do it next. The entrepreneurial and corporate engines of today run with a different fuel, an altogether different steam. Nobody is directing anyone. People have the intellect and the drive to choose and follow the paths they want to adventure onto. Leadership is effectively sharing a compelling vision. That's what it's all about today. What they need is a purposeful and meaningful vision, an articulation of how to get from point A to point B, and finally, if you're someone who has been there and done that, there's acknowledgement of what you have done and people do want to listen to you. Mind you, I said listen. Today's generation would love to listen to glean lessons from someone else's experience. They do not care for direction. They will chart their own path as long as they buy into your vision, the strategy laid out to adopt, and the results to be realized. They will chart their own path, a path that works for them to get them there under the larger realm of the organizational vision and mission. It's all about independence. Leadership is being respectful of others' intellect, skills, and time. Everyone develops expertise over time at different things and then can lead within that particular field thanks to the skills they have accrued. Leaders are respectful of that. It's often said that good leaders are aware of their own strengths and weaknesses and surround themselves with people better than themselves in areas they lack expertise in. That's so true. If you're a leader, you know your strengths and you know your weaknesses, and you need to make sure that you fulfill the lack of strength in weak areas by bringing in the right people. And you should not be afraid to do so. That's the trust that you build as a leader with your team, and that's the confidence that you can bring up within the team as well. It's important that to effectuate strong leadership, leaders are respectful of those that work for them and with them. These help nurture a mutually healthy relationship between leaders and followers, and only then do those that follow do it willingly. Followers have the freedom not just to follow blindly, but to question and opine before they follow. A leader's recognition of every associate's skills, role, and contributions are critical to maximize productivity in any organization. Leadership is about being transparent, showing strength of character and conviction. A leader is respected for who they are more than what they represent. People need to believe in a person before they decide to follow them. A leader needs to ensure that more than having a charismatic personality, they are transparent, just in their dealings, and have a high level of integrity and moral values. Trust is a key aspect of any relationship, and nothing can establish it more than your true self, reflected in your words and actions. That's how you show others how authentic you are, and if you're authentic, then you will have followers. Another important aspect of reflecting true leadership is to show conviction in what you believe and stand for. Decisions that you take need to be solid, and no matter what, you should be able to stand behind them. You should not take a decision without much forethought and facts to back it up. And when you do, stand behind your decision no matter what. These qualities are vital in ensuring true followership that will stand behind you all the way. Leadership is also about putting your shareholders on a prime spot, but first, your employees before you. Leaders focus on the big picture, yet they need to have a handle on the tactical stuff. Leaders focus on providing shareholder value and will put their employees, those that are working on the realization of the articulated vision, before everything else. Happy employees lead to satisfied clients, and satisfied clients lead to a thriving business, eventually ensuring shareholder approval. That's how the circle ends. As long as you've got your people's back, they will back yours. Leadership is not about directing, but is about listening and co sharing direction. Leaders of today's age are no longer the ones that can sit in their ivory towers, draw the shades down, and call the shots from yonder. In this day and age of the internet, social media, and fast paced actions and outcomes, it's important for a leader to stay in absolute touch with their organization, the competition, and the market. With rapidly shifting dynamics, it's about effectively listening to what your people have to say to you. What are they seeing out there? What are they experiencing? What do they advise? All of this needs to be appraised constantly, and decisions need to be made based on every input you can possibly get. It's shared leadership as to which direction the organization should take. This is the only way to remain relevant in a fast paced, ever changing market. Leadership is also personal. Leadership is personal to every leader. Every leader is unique, and to be effective, needs to be comfortable with their own style. You can be at your best as a leader when your leadership reflects your values, skills, and life experiences. People seek to know you for who you are. They will look to you to be ethical, moral, and righteous before they follow you. But eventually, your unique self will be a key aspect of why they would follow you. With that said, we will end this episode, and in the next episode, I'll pick it up from here and we will discuss if nice people make good leaders or not. What do you think? Think about it until next time. Meanwhile, if there's anything that you gain from any of these episodes in Plan B success, please make sure you subscribe. Do leave a review or a comment on your favorite platform, and do share it with a couple of people you know so that we may share what we are learning with others to their benefit as well. Thank you.